Ladies and gentlemen and non-binary pals, welcome to the second ever Rainbow Pro Wrestling show, coming soon, featuring the illustrious King of Hearts tournament, which we're going to kick into right now with our opening contest. Tell us a little bit about it, Donnie.
We got El Muto here. God, I hate El Muto.
He is a bit of a disaster individual.
He's not as much a disaster as his opponent, though. I mean, we all saw what happened with Jim McMoney last time. We were here on Out of the Closet.
And believe us, folks, if it was up to us, Jim McMoney would not be in the position he's been put in tonight. But anything can happen. Maybe he'll change, and maybe he'll prove in a great showing tonight.
I don't know. All I know is that money can't apparently buy anything if you try hard enough.
Including the rights to this theme. The first time we're hearing Jim McMoney's entrance music.
Yeah.
I cannot say that I am a fan.
I'm not even quite sure what it is.
Well, it sounds to me, Donnie, like Yoshitatsu's theme slowed down by about 50%.
Who's Yoshitatsu?
Some idol.
Oh.
Just bleep it out.
Yeah, we'll get JBC to edit it in post.
As we move into the first match of the night, I'd like to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors, the Bad Dragon, Hyena Agenda, Popeyes, and Jim Kermit's Beat Shop.
Wait, what?
As well as OOTV.
Run that by
That's
me
right.
again?
Jim Kermit has taken complete control of the Beat Shop, and so we've had to hastily change the logo on the mat.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of duct tape.
Yeah. That's not the main story here tonight, as El Muto and Jim McMoney are battling to advance in the King of Hearts tournament. And only one of these men will be able to go on to become Rainbow Pro's first ever King of Hearts.
And I may not
Donnie,
like him. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Going. You have the expert advice that I lack. Please tell us what you have to say.
I personally do not like El Muto, but obviously he has the advantage here. I mean, Jim McMoney's not even a real wrestler. He may have paid somebody off to trade him, but doesn't look like it was really effective, as El Muto is putting I spoke too soon. Where's Jim McMoney going?
Jim McMoney retreating to the outside here, trying to game plan possibly, but you cannot leave someone like El Muto unattended. In many more ways than just in the ring. But if you turn your back, oh my god! That vicious drop toe hold, planting El Muto into the apron. The hardest part of the ring, not the actual apron, but the skirt. It's a little known fact. By the way, JBC, I thought I told you to get rid of the rafter cam for this one.
JBC was asking earlier why he wasn't getting
Oh my
paid.
god.
Oh, he's stepping on the fingies.
His fingies. El Muto in strong control of this matchup.
Nice neck
Continue
breaker.
after that big neck breaker.
Oh, Jim McMoney's fighting back though. Big illegal punch to the face, ref. Pay attention.
Knuckle puck from Jim McMoney leading into his backbreaker.
Is he going for
Catching him up now.
a pile driver?
Texas pile driver from Jim McMoney, spiking him right on his top of his neck. El Mucho surgically repaired everything. Must be aching after that.
It's nothing a little booze can't fix.
Sits right back up. That's the dangerous man right there.
A nice back and forth between these two men. Jim McMoney down with a headlock takeover.
Some wrestling from Jim McMoney here today, but not quite working out in his favor. Is El Muto able to take the advantage right back?
And tossing Jim McMoney right outside of the ring, down to the floor. Whipping him back into the ring. Obviously some kind of mind games he's playing here. Showing that he can...
El Muto has just had too much paths to decide where he wants this match to go. Oh my god! A little bit of ferocity out of Jim McMoney here after that brutal knee off the spin from the Savate kick.
Oh, and he's going up to the second rope. Big knee to the back of El Muto. Oh?
What?
What's going on here?
What? I don't...
Jim McMoney getting distracted. El Muto missing whatever he was going for there.
El Muto completely whiffing, allowing Jim McMoney to take the advantage back. Jim McMoney seems to be primed up for something, but
he just
calmly walks out of the corner.
Jim McMoney picking up the win here over El Muto. A
surprising victory with a kick to the skull of El Muto.
I'm still wondering about what was going on with him looking over here to the stage.
Can we get any news on that? Can we get any sort of information about what happened with Jim McMoney?
Here is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Surprisingly, Jim McMoney.
Taking out the 17-year veteran, El Muto. And this is one for the record books, ladies and gentlemen. Jim McMoney is not... Let me just say, if you went to Vegas before this show, I'm sorry for your bank account. Because Jim McMoney has single-handedly wrecked your entire odds. This tournament is in complete disarray now.
But let's see.
Move on to the next chapter in this tournament. Hugh Stetson, the cowboy, venturing out into a solo competition against the international icon, SRH. Wait, what? Ass!
Oh! That shadow of SRH, it looks like.
Is it?
Yeah.
He starts making his entrance, SRH coming to intercept.
Completely unaware. SRH just really watching.
SRH eager to get on the action, maybe not eager to take the cheap shot.
But Hugh Stetson, of course, no stranger to taking cheap shots, immediately decks SRH in the jaw. SRH getting worked over here. Rune, tell us a little bit about SRH.
SRH is the kind of a once-in-a-century talent. SRH is the kind of wrestler that you only see every so often, and this mountain of meat, this international superstar, has seen much success in Japan, across the nation, but only now venturing into America with Rainbow Pro. And can I just say, we're very proud to be giving SRH this opportunity.
SRH, of course, many accomplishments in his career, but couldn't he add the King of Hearts title to... I'm sorry, I'm all flustered. Can he
His
add?
resume?
Yes, that.
It would be a very impressive accomplishment to have on your backlist. And SRH seems to be taking control here.
Spoke too soon, however. Russian leg sweep from Hugh Stetson.
Is he finally going to take the hat off?
Looks
A
like it.
big Bob Holly taunt. There we go. The match is going now. Oh my god.
Big choke slam from SRH. And a big headbutt. Sending Hugh Stetson out to the apron. But
SRH is the kind of person to garner cult attention from wrestling fans all around the world, and it's no doubt that the appearance of SRH will get many eyes on Rainbow Pro, and hopefully the Rainbow Pro faithful will take to SRH as well as the rest of the world did. Because let me tell you, that is a lot of talent in that ring right there. But nevertheless, Hugh Stetson is taking it to SRH right now like no one has ever done before, but I speak too soon again. SRH coming right back with a series of kicks into the corner now.
Big senton!
There we go. That's the kind of things you want to see. Donnie, some wrestlers wear one elbow pad like Hugh Stetson. What are the advantages of doing that or wearing one knee pad like SRH is doing?
Well, sometimes, if you have a big knee-based offense, sometimes not having the knee pad will make your knee drop even more effective. And
very excellent advice here, Donnie.
Or in SRH's case, and even in Hugh Stetson's case, sometimes that elbow pad or knee pad is there not to protect you, but to protect your opponent.
Oh my god. A big brainbuster, that might be it. Unfortunately not. I don't know why I said unfortunately. I'm not rooting for anyone here.
Big roaring lariat from Hugh Stetson.
Don't say that.
Why?
And no. SRH still managing to kick out after the big lariat from Hugh Stetson.
Hugh Stetson
Oh
slapping
my
him.
God. Disrespect. That DDT, let me tell you, that DDT is one of the most underrated and most brutal moves that Hugh Stetson has in his arsenal. That will put spinal injuries on the table. That will take years off the back of your life if he hits it just right.
A little concerned here. SRH is being stalked by Hugh Stetson. But, maybe Hugh Stetson was baiting them in? I'm not entirely sure what was going on there, but SRH was able to capitalize.
The strategy is unclear, but it is evident that SRH has been able to take the lead back at this point in the match.
I don't know, though, because Hugh Stetson kicked out at 1. Complete disrespect.
Oh my god! A lariat of SRH's own, nearly knocking Hugh Stetson's head clean off, but not able to get the job done. Someone like Hugh Stetson, who has that rawhide, that cowboy strength, that fighting spirit from being on the ranges, from being doing whatever it takes.
Speaking of doing,
down for the 3 count.
I'm sorry. Speaking of doing whatever it takes, SRH with that big Ushigoroshi onto the unprotected knee.
So that's the, as you were saying, Donnie, that knee comes into play. What can you tell me about the determination and the fortitude of Hugh Stetson?
Well, Hugh Stetson spent years in Japan honing his craft, learning about fighting spirit from some of the best in the game. People just like SRH taught Hugh Stetson everything he knows, and that's definitely going to come into play here.
Another near fall here. SRH, as well as Hugh Stetson, not willing to go down and not willing to be the one to take the loss here in a star-making matchup for either one of the two.
Of course, Hugh Stetson, known mainly as a tag specialist, but You know, he's really holding his own here. Wants to show that he's more than just a tag wrestler, even though that's what he's based the entirety of his career on.
You don't ever want to step in the ring with a man who has something to prove. Because a man like Hugh Stetson will stop at nothing to make sure that the world knows he is as good on his own as he's ever been with a ninja.
But you could say the same for SRH here. I mean, this is their first appearance in the United States. They have a lot to prove, a lot to show to our audience here.
And that is why this has been as hard hitting of a matchup as it has, and why it will continue to be until one of these men just cannot find it in them to continue going.
Oh! Hugh Stetson pins off a missed elbow drop. SRH not having any of that, though.
Swift transition into the cover there from Stetson, though. That's good technical acumen on this already strong brawler, Stetson.
Speaking of good technical skills here, Hugh Stetson with a nasty sleeper hold. You need to check where his forearm is, but SRH fights out of it.
Someone like Hugh Stetson, I've got to say, I would doubt it was a clean legal choke.
I don't know if that was clean or not. Baby ref gets knocked down. Just slapping.
Oh my god! Like I said, brutal, hard-hitting intimidation.
Onto that.
Whatever it takes to put your opponent away.
Onto that uncovered knee again.
The other one is gonna fight as hard as they can.
This could be it here. No.
Took a little bit too long to get into position, and that might have been the deciding factor in that. I think I can see a little trickle of blood on the forehead of SRH.
Yeah, it has to have been those headbutts from earlier.
That's how hard these men are hitting. That's the damage they're doing to each other, and they don't care if it catches up to them later. They just want to win now.
Hugh Stetson picking him back up slowly, methodically, going back for that sleeper hold. It looks like he's got it under the chin, but the referee, again, probably disoriented from that nasty bump they took earlier. SRH able to fight back out before it was too late. Whips Hugh Stetson into the corner.
Very low energy corner attack here.
Setting them up on the top turnbuckle. What could they be going for here? Oh, big superplex? Oh, Falcon Arrow!
The deal!
Not going for a pin, though.
Everyone gets out of the deal. That's a good idea. Oh my god.
Rolling armbar.
It's locked in. It's tight. It's tight. This might be it.
Is definitely not it, though. Hugh Stetson able to work his way out. Oh, ducks the...
I'm not... Oh, impressive dodge there. Oh my god.
Another nasty headbutt from SRH.
I think I can already see the blood starting to pour from Hugh Stetson.
Both these men busted open. Both these men giving their all to advance in this tournament. Both means so much to both individuals. Sorry, I'm fumbling over my words. This is just so intense.
You could see there Hugh Stetson getting hit so hard that he just crumpled before SRH was even done with the attack. That's the kind of punishment these men have put each other throughout this matchup, and it's not over yet. There still has to be some big move that can take the other one out. And with the lengths that these two have gone to thus far, it's terrifying to think what could end this match.
Yeah, both these men giving it their all. Everything that they have in the tank, everything they have in their arsenal being thrown at each other. And they're still standing. They're still fighting. It makes you wonder what they'll have to do to put the other one away.
Back and forth action here. SRH losing control.
Oh, Hugh
What's he
Stetson.
looking for here?
Oh, God.
Oh my god!
What would you even...
He is
That's the finish. Like I said,
SRH is out.
Hugh Stetson pulling out something even I've never seen before.
SRH had no hope of reaching the ropes there. The arms were tied up. The spine was being wrenched. No one can begrudge SRH for submitting there. There is no choice. But the headline at the end of the day, Hugh Stetson advances to the semifinals of the King of Hearts tournament.
Of course, Hugh Stetson a cowboy. It's almost like he hog-tied him to the point that he wasn't able to move. He wasn't able to even attempt to fight out. All he could do was give up.
That's a dangerous position. That's a sadistic position to put someone in where they can do nothing but admit that you could take whatever you wanted from them. You could put them through whatever pain you wanted to, and they were powerless to do anything about it. That is exactly what Hugh Stetson did to SRH here.
Hugh Stetson definitely one to look out for in this tournament. Speaking of people to look out for,
this matchup, both of the hottest young talent here in Rainbow Pro, two rising stars coming together in the first round of the tournament. Coming up first, you have what is seen refers to as the next generation of great Cross coming out here with another point to prove.
Cross with
Rising up to the top.
Go ahead.
It'll be interesting to see how far he can go in this tournament.
Yeah, Cross has so much to prove, especially after the last show.
And his opponent, another talent we saw in action at the last show, out of the closet, DJ Double A.
Looking as hyped as ever.
The hype beast, DJ Double A. Young electric talent in both his action and the music that he listens to. DJ Double A is unmatched. He's unpredictable, and he is hopefully, in his eyes, unstoppable. When you're fighting from the position of Cross or DJ Double A, how much does this victory mean to you?
Well, I mean, you have a shot at the top prize in this company. This means everything. I mean, you got both Cross and DJ Double A, who are very early on in their career. They have everything to prove, and this is the biggest opportunity of their career, of their life, everything. And we talk about how in the last match both those men had everything to prove, everything to gain. Both these men, it's exact same story. Both
the favorite move of individual who will not be named popping out in the first portion of this contest.
I wasn't going to bring him up. Why'd you bring him up?
Listen.
I'm listening.
No doubt going to be intense action here.
Another move we saw in the last match.
Michinoku Drive.
Yeah.
Was indeed. Step up Superman punch from DJ Double A. Look for that intense, in-your-face, high-flying style of DJ Double A to contrast with Cross's more grounded but still athletic ability. Oh my god! Just leveling him with that middle kick.
Cross.
Punch.
Impressive drop kick here from Cross. But not keeping DJ Double A down for long.
right back and forth here in this contest.
Ooh, nasty DDT. What a showboat. What a jerk.
Taking the time to gloat there, you don't. That's not a good habit to have as a professional wrestler. You don't want to let your opponent recover. You do not want to let your intensity fade while you're playing to the crowd. It's a mistake any way you paint it.
Well, Cross is doing the exact same thing here, but I feel like it's more of a jab at DJAA. Like, hey, I can do that too.
It's both
DJAA.
young talent, both prone to making those mistakes. Cross bouncing right back. They're both not willing to go down, even in the hard hitting outside area of the Rainbow Pro Arena.
Oh, big neck breaker.
Could this match go to a countout?
I hope not. Both these men really
DJ
need to try and get it back in the ring. Oh,
DJAA entering.
DJAA breaking the count.
Surprising there from DJAA. Keep in mind, he won his last matchup against Jim McMoney, taking home that $1,000 with a countout victory. And Donnie, I hear that DJAA bought himself $1,000.
Oh God, into the stairs. I'm sorry, you were saying?
DJAA, clearly powered by the giant subwoofers he bought with that $1,000 to take it across here. No countouts as of yet. Back into the ring, taking the action back into the fair square.
Ooh, wow. Nice face buster there from Cross.
Big Fireman's Carry Bulldog. Someone call it the 14-second trousel.
Who would ever call it that?
Only a geek.
I'd rather call it the Bone Trossel. Cross, what's he going for here? Oh, big brain buster.
You weeb.
Wow.
Look for this. This springboard clothesline will take a head off.
And there it goes into the second row. There's the head. I think that lovely gentleman over there is waving it around.
1, 2, not quite enough for Cross there. DJAA not willing to go down just yet. Still hot, still fiery, have that young talent burn to move and advance on to the rest of their career.
Oh, wow. Big leg drop draped over the bottom rope.
Leg drop there from DJAA. That, like I said, that high-flying, intense house beat style from DJAA.
Big spinny boy Michinoku driver there.
Not able to make traction though. DJAA, take your advantage. Keep going. Don't let him get back up.
DJAA. Oh, sliding German dangling off the second rope. That was beautiful. Oh, who is this? Is that?
What is
was that
doing on the ramp?
This Rainbow Pro super fan
standing by the apron, distracting DJAA, not really making any ground there, but can someone get that fan out of there? Can someone get rid of that fan?
Cross playing to that fan a little too much.
Maybe it's a big, specifically that fan may be a fan of Cross.
It could be. It would make sense if he's trying to give Cross an advantage here.
The babyface fire sequence here paying off for Cross.
Cross looks to be setting up for that.
It seems.
And he whiffs it completely.
Well, these are the rookie mistakes that you make. This is what experience will teach you. You can't just turn in midair, but it pays off anyway. Half and half face buster. Going for the cover now.
Regardless of his big mess up, he still wins.
Cross able to make a swift recovery from that whiff. That's good instinct there to have as a young performer. That's a good knowledge that you need to keep rolling and you need to keep going. And it proved a payoff here for Cross, who will be advancing into the semifinals.
Fuck.
Of course, next up is our final opening contest. The bracket, as it stands right now, Hugh Stetson will be taking on Jim McMoney in the second round, and Cross will be facing whoever advances in the next opening contest between El Blanco Negro and a mystery opponent.
I've heard a lot of
Donnie,
buzz. Heard a lot of buzz about the mystery opponent. I can't wait to find out who it is.
have you been able to hear any indication? Has the rumor mill given you any hint as to who the mystery opponent may be?
I've heard at least 3 different names, and all of them are very, very impressive. Of
What
course,
does not impress me here is this man, the gamer, the true gamer, the gatekeeper, El Blanco Negro.
the gamekeeper, some would call him.
The game master, as he's taken to calling himself. El Blanco Negro, the GM. I don't think we can use that. I don't. Hearing that clip, I don't quite think that works. Coming out to this song, that's so eerie. What kind of a warp guy does that?
What kind of warp guy plays video games anyway?
We all know how gamers are. It is no mistake to say that El Blanco Negro is just like them. It's no wonder we could even get him to appear on Rainbow Pro, considering how much he must hate minorities.
Not to mention how much time he spends playing video games. It's weird to see him interacting with anything within the real world.
A virtual boy, El Blanco Negro, is here. I
Somehow
apologize.
making his way out of his virtual basement. The virtual boy, El Blanco Negro.
A virtual pro, someone call this man.
I wouldn't call him a pro anything.
You can find him formerly on Mixer, now exclusively on Twitch.tv. El Blanco Negro. As much as it pains me to admit, he does have his audience in the Call of Duty community, the Fortnite community.
The Fortnite community?
A true professional gamer. Player 1.
Disgusting.
The King, El Blanco Negro.
How many nicknames does this guy need? Wait. That music.
It's... Oh my god! Oh my god! Mexican wrestling legend El Mago is in the Rainbow Pro Arena!
I owe El Muto $20. I bet him that there is no way Rainbow Pro could get El Mago. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
I've heard whispers, I've heard rumors, but never in my wildest dreams could I ever imagine that El Mago would be setting foot in the Rainbow Pro ring. But here he is.
While I'm happy that El Mago is here, of course, I don't know, it sounded too good to be true, you know? Like, he is a living legend, El Mago is. And
El Mago, a 30-plus year vet of the squared circle. You can see the toll it is taking on his body, but he is here, ready to advance in the Kingdom Hearts tournament. But first, he has to get through the younger, the sprier, the more hip El Blanco Negro.
Oh, I mean, El Blanco goes high, El Muto goes low, El Muto go. El. I'm still thinking of that jerk. Uh, El Mago goes low. Quite the
El
veteran.
Mago. You know what El Mago means in Spanish?
Uh, what does it mean?
It means the Mago.
Never in a
You know what
million
Mago
years.
means in Spanish?
Uh, manga. I don't know.
Magician.
So
El Mago, the magician,
we
not
have
doing well if
El
he's doing that.
Magician.
The El Magician.
It's not the never mind.
El Mago not quite able to overcome El Blanco as of yet.
You say
The
that,
veteran
but he shoves
paid
off
off.
El Blanco into a Hurricane Rana.
El Mago is the kind of man that you never want to step in the ring with because he has that old lucha libre mentality. He
Oh,
has the experience that no one else have.
he's going for that move that
Taking
Hugh Stetson busted out
Hurricane
earlier.
Rana. He has seen the success that Hugh Stetson has had, and he has so quickly been able to learn it, but
And
not able to lock it in with the same strength that Hugh Stetson was.
I love El Hugh Stetson. El Mago here goes for a a basement Hurricane Rana.
Spiking El Blanco on the dome of his head, that's bound to take years off the back of your life, bound to put your legs to sleep in an instant. Oh my god, Sullivan stomped to the abdomen.
Oh, is he going for it again?
Back into that submission we just seen innovated.
I mean, if at first you don't succeed, try again. El Mago, the
Oh,
magician, of course, looking to learn a new trick. And practice
still
makes
El Blanco
perfect.
still able to counter out of it, maintain a new position, find his way up to the top of the leaderboards. The top rope position, El Blanco jump already.
Oh,
Come on.
Spike Hurricane Rana, dropping him right on his 5 head.
It's the kind of action that you love to see. Two luchadors, two high flying competitors with thousands of miles behind them in this ring, still willing to put on a heck of a show here.
Big one-legged
Oh,
monkey flip over here.
monkey flip. Almost bouncing El Blanco off of the ropes. Those ropes are tied so tight, they have that tension. You hate to even come into contact with them. They will have you bruised, they will have you bleeding. Helmago very much taking the advantage to take the aggression out here.
Kicking his face off of his face. Luckily, he has two faces, so it doesn't really affect him. As you see, he's fighting back here, bringing El Mago over to the corner. Setting him up top. What's he going for here? Looks like possibly oh wow. Double underhook
Butter
suplex.
suplex. You know, I ran into El Blanco backstage before the show, and you know what he said?
Something in Spanish, I assume.
I have no idea what he said, but I did take Spanish in high school, so I just said Puerto el baño and walked away.
And later on, I saw him and asked him, "De donde es biblioteca?" And he pointed me down the street, and I got lost. That's what took me so long to get back here for the pre-show.
Oh, running dropkick. Impressive moves from El Mago. El Mago, one of the first men to adopt the dropkick in Mexico. That may sound surprising, but that is how long of a tenure this man has had. That's how experienced he is. When you step in the ring with El Mago, you're not stepping into the ring with one man, you're stepping into the ring with thousands of years of history, thousands of moves known El Mago is one of those luchadors to have a little notebook he would carry around with countless submissions, more than any other man would ever know, tucked away all in one book. But it doesn't matter much if you get spiked on your neck like El Blanco just did.
But El Blanco not capitalizing, instead insulting the man with a bop and bang and a cutter. Oh?
What's going on now? What? What can we please get some source on what's going on here?
It looks like someone keeps popping up in the tunnel, but it's not really
This
lit,
better
so
not be legendary.
we can't get a good look at who it is. Anyway, yes, El Mago,
What
the
was
magician, of course, known over the years for taking moves of his opponents just like that. I don't know who he stole it from, but it was definitely effective.
he stole it from a very intense rival of his back in Tijuana, Suicida. Now Mago had plenty of bloody battles with that man, and he's here with all that knowledge to advance to face Cross in the next round of the King of Hearts tournament.
Man, we talked earlier about Cross having the opportunity of a lifetime. Just imagine getting to step in the ring with a living legend like El Mago. Like, title match opportunities aside, just the chance to compete against a legend and hopefully make a name for yourself.
It is the
That's
ultimate challenge, the ultimate gap in experience, decades versus slim years. This will be the challenge of a lifetime for Cross, and if he's able to overcome it, it will be borderline perfection.
speaking of
But
borderline
moving away from that,
perfection.
we can see the debuting, the new hot talents. You've seen them on Twitter. Prepare to see them in the ring. The micro dicks will be stepping in with those guys. At, excuse me for a moment, Donnie. Cornis and Lewis Dick heading out here. Lewis, of course, in the mask. Cornis without. Do you know much about the micro dicks, Donnie? Can you tell
Uh,
me anything about their expertise?
I know that Senor Fishy and the Bang Bang Boy are coming out. Big sneak
From the
attack.
early start to this matchup.
Senior Fishy throwing Lewis into the barricade. Cornis, of course. Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
god! Oh my god! His spine! Rafter Cam blocking the action here. These men, they're going to need to move this into the ring. Neither one wants to risk the damage, and if they stay out there for too long, who knows what will happen.
I
They
think they just need to
need to
move
be
it into the
quick.
ring so we could see what's going on.
I agree.
I see Senior Fishy kicking Lewis Dick in the face. Lewis Dick throws him into the stairs.
It seems as if Cornus is contemplating helping out his brother, but he may think that Lewis has it all under control by himself.
Speaking too soon, here comes Cornus, dropping Senior Fishy on the back of his head out on the concrete. He's fired up.
Cornus Dick is ready for some action. Big clothesline knocking the block off of Senior Fishy, but not for long enough as he's able to counter back with a kick. Running back into the ring. Going back out. Odd tactics here, Donnie. Can you give us some insight into the mindset here?
Well, I mean, Senior Fishy, known for attempting to psych
Ah,
out his opponents, no matter the match, no matter who it is, he's always trying to get the upper hand, use those mind games to his advantage. Speaking of Bang Bang Boy, nowhere to be seen, of course. It's almost like he's enjoying seeing Senior Fishy getting worked over like this by two dicks.
this back and forth. They have to take it into the ring. This cannot go on forever, and the match is not started. It is not sanctioned. Bad things are going to happen, let me tell you that. Those guys facing off in the ring, the Micro Dicks looking to get in.
It's almost like
Those
they're not
guys
going to
not
let
looking
him
to
now.
Micro Dicks,
They're leaving.
walking away. That's no, we. Okay.
All right then.
Send two guys out there. Go, just go.
Oh God! Here comes Duncan Durr.
The resident malcontent of Rainbow Pro Wrestling, our very own emo star, Duncan Durr is here, unprompted. Surprisingly, he has risen from his backstage stupor to come and bring the self-destructive action to the Rainbow Pro ring.
I wish you would have stayed backstage personally, but I mean, we're kind of thrown in a situation we weren't prepared for. Here comes Duncan Durr. But who is Duncan Durr gonna face, Rune?
That's a great question. You never know. In an impromptu situation like this, you cannot prepare for anything. Duncan Durr, though, if you catch him on the right day, he may say he's been preparing for everything. He's been fighting his whole life. He's never fought once. But you can't prepare for something you have no idea is coming. So it'll be interesting to see who's going to rise up to face Duncan Durr here tonight.
Oh. Alright, the lights are out here in the Rainbow Pro Arena. Who is that?
What does that say?
Jethro Chimp, I think it said.
Jimp. Let's go with Jimp. Jethro Jimp, harnessing the power of Sans from Undertale in his Rainbow Pro debut. This man, he has, as of a lot of the competitors tonight, has a lot to prove. His first showing here in the company. Jethro Chimp?
I don't know.
Jethro having the opportunity of a lifetime here, off the cuff, completely out of nowhere. Donnie, being put in this situation where you're so unprepared, but you're still so hungry. What can you tell me about what might be going through the mind of this lanky warrior?
Well, he just told me to suck it, so I personally hope he loses.
Good call. Jethro taking a lot of time here, letting the Megalovania mix he's coming out to play out. Oh my god, kid. Move on.
Take it home! Take it home!
Start the match. Go.
He's already out here. What are you doing? Where did you find this kid?
He just showed up one day. He doesn't talk much. He just showed up. He handed me a contract.
He handed you a contract.
And I looked at it, and it was just, let me wrestle, please, thank you.
Kid.
And then I signed it.
Kid, that neck breaker, you're going to have to do a lot more than that.
Not really. Duncan Durr, not the most resilient individual in Rainbow Pro, but you're not going to put anyone away with just a neck breaker to start the match.
Especially a neck breaker done so poorly. I have another question.
Shoot.
What's a sans?
A sans. A sans is when you are without something, and we can see Jethro Jot. Very much sans experience here in this ring. Could this be his first professional match entirely?
I mean, it definitely seems like it. Jethro Jameson here with a very bad Russian leg sweep. Even worse,
Proving
leg drop.
the age-old adage that anyone, even you, can do a Russian leg sweep.
Anyone can do a leg drop, but that doesn't mean you can do it good. As you see, Jethro got a 1 count there off of Duncan Durr.
Jethro jam sent to the outside. Duncan Durr getting real excited about it. The happiest I have seen him in his life.
Jethro
Duncan
jabbed,
Durr,
getting jabbed in the face, knocking him off the apron.
God. Oh my god, taking that enziguri like a champ, not even falling to his knees. Duncan Durr has spent his life never moving past 2005, and it is clear to see that his techniques have not progressed with the times. Locked in the Fujiwara armbar, rolls right out of it. Head scissors. Impressive maneuvers here from Duncan Durr. Maybe I judged him too unfairly.
I haven't seen a head scissors like that since the 90s. So, I don't know.
Very good point, Donnie. Duncan Durr sitting right back up to that failed pinfall attempt. Not quite striking Jethro.
Oh.
Now, Donnie, usually you want to go into a professional contest. You want to go hyped. You want to go and energized. Oh my god, Poison Steiner from Duncan Durr. And maybe I'm judging too early. But when you're Duncan Durr and you're going in sad, you're going in drained, emotionally pained, what does that do to your in-ring ability?
Well, it can go one of two ways. You can harbor that energy into an all-out attack on your opponent, or you can let it get to you and you can lose focus on the match. And it looks like a little bit of both's happening for Duncan Durr. Like, he doesn't know what he wants to do. Half the time it looks like he's on the attack, but then there's one slip up and Jethro John, I don't know his name. Jethro Kid gets a little advantage.
You don't want to fight a guy like Duncan Durr out on the outside. That's his comfort place. If he even has one, he is so familiar with any sort of implement, any sort of pain that you could dish out, that this is where he is most effective.
You know, you say that you don't want to be in a match with Duncan Durr like that, but I just don't even want to be within 6 feet of the guy. I mean, oh, Duncan Durr breaks the count, and then Jethro throws him back in the ring.
That's insane. Duncan Durr usually wins by countout. He usually takes that victory. Maybe he's seeing something in Jethro here that we're not.
That, or like we said, he's letting his emotions get the better of him. Maybe he wants to dish out some more punishment, and look what it got him. Another terrible neckbreaker from Jethro Jackson. A big snap suplex. Referee out of place. Another 1 count.
Jethro not able to have the ability even to keep Duncan Durr down, despite the size advantage, despite the power advantage. Duncan Durr is still able to weasel out. Lucha Libre acumen here from Duncan Durr.
Duncan
It's not
Durr.
something I expect to see from a man like him.
Duncan Durr always surprises people, especially with his Spotify playlist.
Wind up punch. Not even near fall. A strong shot, not finding any traction on Jethro Jones.
Trying to get Jethro to get back up.
Duncan Durr's finally gonna hit it. He's finally.
No, he's not.
No. Never will he be able to hit that move. His famous performance that he has never been able to pull out. famous Hawthorne Heights maneuver that has never quite had the hit everyone expected it to.
Duncan Durr's really feeling it now. What's he going for?
Duncan Durr must be enjoying the Hollywood Undead that he must be listening to in his head.
Everyone should listen to more Hollywood Undead in their head, but like...
Tiger feint kick from Duncan Durr. What just... What's happening? What, JC, is that you? What's going on? What is happening tonight? Does this have anything to do with the distractions that we've seen earlier in the night? What is going on? Whatever happened, it wasn't able to take away from Duncan Durr's performance.
If anything, it seems like it may have helped him. We really got to look into what's going on here. Somebody playing a joke back there. JVC, where are you?
Our editor, JBC, says he does not remember this in the process. Duncan Durr busting out more lucha techniques. Perhaps he's more well-traveled than I ever gave him credit for. Oh, brother.
This is what happens when a match gets thrown together on the fly. Nobody knows. Nobody has any plans going in.
I try to give the guy credit, but he fumbles it like he's fumbled everything else in his life.
Getting fumbled on the back of his head. Speaking of.
Jethro Jinx looking to pull out something here.
Oh!
Smoking driver from Jethro.
It was actually very impressive. Could that be it? Yes!
Jethro did it.
All right.
Impressive first victory. He certainly earned the respect of Duncan Durr, if he may not have earned the respect of the rest of us.
He didn't earn my respect at all. A very sloppy showing from Jethro James.
It'll be interesting to see where the Scene King goes after this loss to Jethro.
Hot Topic. He's 100% going to Hot Topic. He's going to get him a pop vinyl.
Hot Topic Durr. It'll be interesting to see where he progresses from here. It seems like he's found a respect for Jethro Jones, and it is interesting to... It'll be fun to figure out.
What?
No, turn the feed off. Do anything.
We can't have one nice match.
I'll be right back. Okay, I've got to go do something.
Okay. The old Jethro Jones at least holding his own here against the kid. Attacking this fan that has charged the ring. Let's go with that. This is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, if you charge the ring at a wrestling show. These are professionals, and you are not. You are not a professional. You shouldn't be here. Someone get this guy out of here. What the hell? Oh, he does it again. Ugh. Why the hell? God, we're gonna get in so much trouble. Now Platt Jackson's here. Neither of these men supposed to be here. Both of these men... Well, Platt Jackson, of course, is suspended for letting this guy in last time. Oh, God, we're gonna lose all the sponsors. Fucking... Oh, and now he has a mic. All right. Okay, Platt. Yeah. All right, come on, just hurry up. Big words from Platt Jackson. God, we're gonna get in so much trouble. Platt Jackson calling out anyone laying down an open challenge, it seems like. Any Platt with two hands has a fighting chance, it seems. Good. Go on, get out of here. We got a show to run here. We don't need you two coming in here causing even more chaos than last time. It's absolutely ridiculous. Well, coming up next, we got Jim McMoney and Hugh Stetson. Rude, you missed. Platt Jackson came out here too. Where were you?
What? I was. This young and our security guys. We have to do something about this. We have to end this.
Well, Platt Jackson must have snuck past you because he just walked right down the ramp. Actually, no, he hopped the barricade. Dylan walked down the ramp. Everything's just so messed up. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We got to do something.
I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna put an end to this.
What do you
have?
have?
Next Rainbow Pro show, whenever it may happen, any tag team in the back that feels like they can do the job, they can get one over, they can do what needs to be done, will face Platt Jackson and Dylan D. Dylan.
You're not
If Platt Jackson and Dylan Dylan win, they will both get their contracts. If the other team win, Platt Jackson and Dylan D. Dylan will never be seen in Rainbow Pro Arena again, under the threat of arrest, fines, whatever legal recourse we can take against them.
You can't.
We're finishing this once and for all.
You can't be serious, can you? You're really gonna give Dylan D. Dylan a shot? Have you lost your mind?
We have to bring an end to this. We have to stop this. They get beat, and it has to end. They can't keep doing this. Platt Jackson, I was willing to give the chance to. Platt Jackson, I was looking up to. I was looking forward to set the example for the people here at Rainbow Pro. But if he's not going to do that, if he's going to sneak around, if he's going to connive, then fine. They can have their chance. But it's the only one they will ever get.
Anyway, moving on. God, we still have a whole tournament to finish. Hugh Stetson, right out of the gate, takes Jim McMoney down with an STO.
Hugh Stetson, calculated.
Oh.
That big DDT. Like I said earlier, spine compression, danger. Stetson, he's wrecked.
Using the ropes. Jim McMoney. Hugh Stetson steals a win.
Steals the win like Jim McMoney steals from the American people.
I mean, I don't necessarily condone this kind of behavior, but if it's against Jim McMoney, you know,
It couldn't happen to a better man. Shortest match in Rainbow Pro history. Hugh Stetson advances to the finals of the tournament.
Good. But who's he gonna face though? Is he gonna face the hot up and comer Cross, or is he gonna face El Mago?
A generational clash here as a Lucha Libre legend takes on the upstart, the future changer,
The
Cross.
next generation of great.
Donnie, you're riding the high of the DJAA victory. You have everything to prove. You're stepping into the ring with a Lucha Libre legend. What's your game plan?
Well, he obviously has youth on his side. He has the quickness. He has the skill. But El Mago is he's just a wizard, you know? He's a genius. He is a magician. Just when you think you have him, he busts out some kind of special trick that he has. There really is no game planning for El Mago. I mean, he just saw a move invented in the match before his, and he was already using it.
El Mago can pull out a victory like he can pull a rabbit out of a hat.
I mean, hell, he could try and win this match via a pinfall with him having his feet on the ropes. You never know what he's going to do here.
Anything could happen when you step in that ring. Anything could happen when you step in the ring with someone as talented, as long tenured as El Mago.
El Mago learned early on that it doesn't matter who does the move, but how the move is done. Anything you can do, he can do better, and he's proved it during his career. He's looking to make an example out of this kid tonight.
El Mago, I can officially announce, with his impressive showing as a Blanco Negro, will be joining the Rainbow Pro roster for upcoming events.
Really?
Yeah. Backstage after that match, we were able to seal the deal.
That's great news.
And surely off of that news, El Mago will be fighting even harder for that victory here.
Oh, cross a little too quick for him. Come on, kid. Take advantage of this. Don't showboat.
Don't blow it. You have everything on the line here. You have everything going for you.
This is the biggest opportunity of your career. You need to press forward. You need to keep going. Take every advantage you can. And he does. Holy wow.
Oh my god. I have to say, there is something to stepping into the ring with someone like El Blanco Negro that takes something out of you for the rest of the week, much less the rest of the night. Not to diminish the accomplishments of Cross, but we are not seeing a fresh El Mago here. We're seeing a man who has been drained of his stamina and drained of his ability. A huge run from Cross, huge embarrassment for the legend El Mago. But I would be so interested to see both these men at their freshest take each other on.
Hopefully, with El Mago being signed, we could see this match ran back at a future Rainbow Pro event. But coming up next, we have the Another Me V4 ladder match between Cosmic and Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood. Of course, in the last Rainbow Pro event, Mr. Hollywood won the rights to With My Baby Tonight for his benefactor, in a sense, who will not be named. Cosmic Stratosphere here, looking to keep the rights to his theme after Mr. Hollywood promised that no one would ever hear another me play in a wrestling arena again if he took the victory here.
You gotta hope that Mr. Hollywood is able to win here. Another me V4, the least enjoyable version, some would argue. What are your thoughts, Rune?
At least it's not Modest 2010.
You've got a point. At least it's not Resurrection.
Shut up. That was a good song.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No.
One shot. And Cosmic Stratosphere here has one more shot to take on Mr. Hollywood. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, this theme. You want to speak about a terrible theme, you hear this. It'll be interesting to see if Cosmic can take home the victory tonight. You know that Mr. Hollywood will not be satisfied, so would Cosmic Stratosphere entertain the idea of a rematch?
Wait,
JBC.
JBC, you have one job. That frog is gonna
Get fed to the French. Mr. Hollywood here tonight. A shame how he's carried on since his debut in Rainbow Pro. A real shame. One of the men who, while controversial, while not always steadfast and true, could have been a pillar for this company. And now he has been corrupted, and his good name has been tarnished and taken from him. He stands before us as Mr. Hollywood, the pawn of such a great evil that we can't even speak it.
could have been one of the 4 pillars of Rainbow Pro. Instead, he's got a tough pill to swallow if he can't get the rights to another me V4 tonight.
Mr. Hollywood hot dogging and grandstanding here.
He's just trying to kill for Tizime. Right out of the gate, Taco Hogan takes the legs out of Cosmic.
Mr. Hollywood.
Oops.
Short arm close one there from Mr. Hollywood. Taking Cosmic Stratosphere down. These two are the first rematch in Rainbow Pro so far. They have had the chance to learn each other, to learn the way each other works. Who do you think that benefits the most here, Donnie?
Well, Mr. Hollywood definitely has the experience factor here, but like we said about Cross earlier, Cosmic still young. He's like 8, always learning. He's always ready. He's a major player here in Rainbow Pro.
Indeed. Cosmic Stratosphere always ready for the ring, to get home, to do his homework, to go to 4th period at 12 p.m. Cosmic Stratosphere is always ready.
He's always ready to get this match over as soon as possible because, again, we booked him past his bedtime. So he's got to hurry and get home, get some sleep. But Mr. Hollywood doesn't care about that. Mr. Hollywood doesn't have a bedtime. Mr. Hollywood gets to stay up as late as he wants. He's living on Hollywood time.
Mr. Hollywood in his own time zone. Mr. Hollywood has faced some rough changes in his life, and as he's getting beaten down on the very logo that I'm referring to,
Literally getting his butt kicked.
How does that great loss, his entire brand being taken from him, does that make you more or less willing to fight in a wrestling ring?
Well, if anything, I think he's willing to fight to get his branding back, get his beat shop back. Of course, that's a huge source of revenue for him, or at least it was. It's really got to be hurting him. He doesn't even own his own name anymore.
When he signs a paper, how do you think he signs it?
I think that he writes his old name, but then he draws a line through it.
Mr. Hollywood, a complete goober.
He's like, "Oh, brother, I forgot," and then he draws a line through it. Then he
Elbow
then he draws the entire Hollywood sign.
That crossbody, destroying the teenage frame.
Oh,
Stratosphere.
Cosmic letting out some kind of primal war cry, but it does F all, as you can see.
Cosmic Stratosphere letting the beast out, perhaps getting ready to unleash the Vor, but not able to capitalize off of that.
Ooh, I don't think the sponsors will like Vor, but nevertheless, he persisted.
It's completely wholesome.
It's whole something. I'm getting swallowed whole. Anyway, Cosmic unloading on Mr. Hollywood's face. Mr. Hollywood pouncing on an 8-year-old boy. Whiffs the dropkick. Mr. Hollywood, way smarter than your average old man.
Smarter than your average bear, you could say.
He doesn't look all that hairy.
Mr. Hollywood. From a long line of Hollywoods, as
Yeah.
if one believed his speech in the last month or so.
Big boot.
Big boot leveling Cosmic Stratosphere there.
That signature Hollywood mounted fisting. Really tired him out, though. That's not... What? Oh! Big leg drop from Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood's signature theatrics coming into play here.
Now,
powering him up. It's a wonder he didn't try to go immediately for the ladder, because he could have made it.
He could have, but instead he insisted on choking a child. That, of course, awakening something in Cosmic here. Able to bounce back up.
Talk about him like that.
What?
Frankensteiner giving the symbol for the go round.
And he goes around the top rope.
Fun fact about I caught up with Cosmic Stratosphere before the show, and you know what he said to me?
He said, "Oh no, I forgot to do my homework." Probably.
He said H. Cosmic Stratosphere. One of his favorite songs is "All the Things She Said" by Tattoo. Fun fact. climbing up top now, going for the briefcase. You can see KOH Stratosphere's favorite wrestler and the singer of Another Me V4 on that briefcase, Jeffrey Nero Hardy.
You could call him
Cousin Jeff.
yeah. Just don't call him late for dinner.
Good one, Donnie.
Ha ha.
Mr. Hollywood, fumbling with the briefcase, not able to make traction on it. KOH Stratosphere needs to recover here. He cannot bear this loss. He cannot take a second in a row to Mr. Hollywood.
Mr. Hollywood. Mr. Hollywood, a shoot idiot, not knowing how to unhook a briefcase.
Kind of way to phrase that. Thank you, Donnie. Almost. Oh, Cosmic, in the nick of time, almost had it unbuttoned. Catching the powerbomb out of the air. Snapmare, elbow butt. Cosmic Stratosphere taking the offensive here, taking advantage. Snap jawbreaker like his idol, Jeffrey Nero Hardy. Rolls to the outside is Mr. Hollywood. KOH Stratosphere following him. What's he gonna do? It worked. Whatever it was. That's really the most you need.
Big 8-year-old strategy there by Cosmic.
Setting up the ladder. Go, kid. Come on. Climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. Mr. Hollywood,
Another me!
KOH Stratosphere pulls it down. He wins. He does it. He's done it. He's done it. He's retained his theme song, his favorite song, Another Me, version 4.
I thought you said that his favorite song was All the Things She Said by Tattoo.
But that's not by Jeff Hardy.
Maybe you could pay Jeff Hardy to cover All the Things She Said, but Cosmic's not worried about that right now, as we have the big main event.
Special announcement for this main event. There must be a champion, and it will not be a quick match. It is a no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls match. Cross will be taking on Hugh, Stetson, and this will be an adventure for the ages. Cross, a very impressive showing here, making it to the finals of this tournament. He has just as much to prove in that ring as Stetson does. But are you hungrier as a young, rising talent? Or as someone who has languished away in the tag team division, aching for that opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. Cosmic has everything to prove. So does Hugh Stetson. Both of these men trying to make a name for themselves in singles competition. And what better way for them to do it than by becoming the first King of Hearts? Oh, and Hugh Stetson does not come alone. The ninja here to support his best friend, Hugh Stetson.
See, this is good solidarity. This is good friendship among two people who I cannot say that I hold utmost respect for. The ninja is supporting Hugh Stetson and his singles endeavors. These two are ride or die until the end. These two are outlaws until the end, and nothing will be able to take them apart.
The ninja, of course, originally not booked for the show because he thought he was going to be held up in Japan, able to make a flight at the last minute to support his friend. And what better way to support him than by being by his side in the main event of quite possibly the biggest singles match of his career.
And let's not forget, the winner of this match will be crowned the biggest prize in wrestling across the world. The King of Hearts, the illustrious crown. The winner will take it home.
Hugh Stetson with a big hole, almost putting him away.
God. Right out of the gate, 2 count. I thought Stetson might have been going for that that maneuver we saw him innovate earlier in the night, but oh my god, destroying Cross's leg by just throwing him into the ropes. He starts proving to be a very dangerous man early in this matchup, and it's not the kind of person you want to go against in the ring.
God, Hugh Stetson known to do whatever it takes. Cross with a move that we saw a variation of early. You mentioned it, so I mentioned it too. If anything, you mentioning it cursed it and made him show up.
Don't remind me. Cross sending Hugh Stetson over the apron.
Letting him back in for some reason.
Capitalized.
Doing it again. What's he going for here?
Maybe. Oh my god.
Oh, apron.
My god.
Apron spots. That is the second hardest part of the ring.
Next to that apron skirt.
Don't get me started on that apron skirt. That put me out for 8 months.
Hugh Stetson right back to the advantage, though. He's come too far. He's fought too hard. He's bled too much to let this go to waste now.
A stinger is not going to stop Hugh Stetson. You'd have to kill him for him to stop.
Front face lock on the outside. Hurricane Rana. Press maneuvers by Cross here. Maybe that aerial ability, that technical know-how, will be able to counter the brute force and the ability of Hugh Stetson.
Spoke too soon, of course. Hugh Stetson able to fight him off. Cross popping back up, however.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Dropkick to the back of the head. Nasty looking. Now he's going to swing him around with a neck breaker variation.
Cross-covered three-handle family credenza.
God bless you.
Tony, moving into the finals, the main event of the evening. Is this how you thought this night would have gone? Did you expect to see Hugh Stetson and Cross taking each other on? And now that we're here, how do you think each of them is going to move on after this?
Well, honestly, I wasn't counting anyone in this tournament out except Jim McMoney. Hugh Stetson, of course, very impressive as a tag team professional, but he's been holding his own here in one-on-one competition. Of course, making it to the main event. I think I'm going to have my money on the veteran here.
Hugh Stetson, a smart pick. I am not willing to take a side here. I think it may go down either way. Both these men have their advantages. They have their weaknesses. But it's up to the other. It's up to the winner to play on those weaknesses and take the advantage home.
Well, Cross obviously targeting the neck, dropping Hugh Stetson again.
I hit him with a tip, and Hugh Stetson slapped him out of it.
Oh!
Disrespect. The unique. Oh, moves like that. The unique disrespect that comes from being overlooked for so long. You lose the will to sugarcoat it. You lose the want to earn it the right way, and you want it by any means necessary.
Any means necessary. Very unnecessary kick to the back.
There is an unexpected variable in this main event, Donnie. If you're Cross and you're going into this, how do you prepare to see the ninja out there?
Well, you can barely notice the ninja. He blends in to any environment that he's in.
Poor came from Hugh Stetson. Oh my god! You can hear those shots throughout the arena, just caning Cross.
Cross throws it down. He doesn't want to fight that way. Oh, but instead he drops him down on it.
The fireman scary bulldog landing on the kendo stick. Cross needs to press the advantage here, and it's exactly what he's going to do. The babyface fire. He's feeling it. He's feeling the appeal of the fans. He's going for it, and he hits the clothesline. That's what put away the veteran El Mago. Well, Hugh Stetson, after all the hard-hitting battles he's faced, has the ability to keep going, especially after this. Setting up for the springboard clothesline cross. Please learn from your mistakes. And he does not. Oh my gosh. Rookie, you had it. You had everything. Half Nelson onto the kendo stick. Could we see the first?
No.
What?
Cross,
No.
what are you setting up for here?
What's? Oh, could we be seeing for the
No.
first time?
Bulldog
No.
from Hugh Stetson taking
Dodge
advantage.
Dodge the cerebral check, hitting the Bulldog, and I think something may have fractured there under that mask.
Hugh Stetson not wasting any time, unlike Cross, going right after that head. Oh, big brainbuster, dropping him right on his dome.
Spiked on the neck. Hugh Stetson, ref.
No DQ, it doesn't matter. And of course,
Hey.
oh, he kicked out. Wait.
Taking advantage of what he had, the first fall goes to Hugh Stetson.
I'm going to be honest, I forgot this was a 2 out of 3 falls. I'm sorry.
It just said it, Don.
I know.
Sleeper hold block back in. That might be a legal choke, but Cross works out of it one way or the other.
Cerebral check from Cross.
Check. Go for the pin. Go for it.
He just stole Hugh Stetson's rolling lariat on a big lariat of his own.
That's the lack of experience. That's the youth coming into play. He needs to go for the pin. He needs to go for the win, but he's not able to. He's too focused on bringing the punishment and being flashy enough. Luckily, he's able to kick out there, but he may not be able to after what's coming next.
Hugh Stetson showing him how it's done with that. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first King of Hearts champion in Rainbow Pro history, the Cowboy, Hugh Stetson.
Cross really missed some big opportunities there. Of course, you can account that to him still being pretty young, not being able to notice an opportunity when it presents itself. But hopefully this will be a learning experience for him, and he'll be able to have another title shot in the future, if he can make it.
I'd love to see this match run back maybe 3-4 shows down the line, but right now, it pains me to say, he is just not ready. But Hugh Stetson, the man who has come out on top, who has taken the championship, ends the night standing tall. Your first King of Hearts, ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Stetson. Well, we thank you for coming out to Rainbow Pro. We'd like to thank each and every one of you personally. I'd like to thank our editor, JBC. I'd like to thank all the competitors here tonight. And of course, Donnie, I would love to thank you for standing in commentary with me.
It's a pleasure, as always.
We'd love to have you, Donnie. Please stay tuned for the post-show. We will hear interviews from the talent, discussions about the night's events, and possibly hear exclusive announcements about what may be coming next.
Ooh.
I'm Rune Caswell. This is Donnie Kaleidoscope.
Hi, I'm Donnie Kaleidoscope. Good night.
Frag out.